Mestas.
They all came down hard here.
Yeah, Jack fell down and broke his crown. A pump fake there by Robert Gary, hoping that Mestas is okay there, trying to block the shot, disrupt the easy basket. Great pump fake here by Rob Gary. Mestas catching his knee on his hip a little bit and taking a hard fall, walking off under his own power. But great hustle, great plan both ends of the floor.
The De La Salle bench is not a happy place right now. At the line to shoot 1-on-1 is Rob Gary. For Pacceli. Doesn't go on the rebound by Dennis Shilkin for De La Salle. He'll throw it deep for Mulcahy. 3 points, no. Rebound underneath. It'll drop for 2 for Ade Gumbiati. And timeout will be called right away. 10.1 seconds to go. 6-point margin again. Austin Pacceli 68. De La Salle 62.
Well, now stun and gun basketball will have to come into play big time here. You're going to have to prevent Austin Pacceli from getting the ball inbounds, or stop the clock and make sure you foul the right person. You can't foul a guy like Steve Rogney because he's an excellent free throw shooter. So it's not over yet, but I'd say it's pretty darn close.
Let's take a listen here.
There's only going to be about 4 or 5 seconds. You can run it out, but he still wants it. And we're still up by 6. So basically what we got to do is keep the ball in play.
That was Peter Schmidt, the assistant coach, along with Gary Erlinson.
10.1 seconds to go.
Now, once Austin Pacceli gets the ball inbounds, it's like a game of hot potato. You don't wait for somebody to foul you because the foul might not be called. You get it to an open teammate, keep the defense running around madly, chasing the basketball.
Keep it moving, and De La Salle does need 3-pointers now. Ed Cassidy said they didn't need them before, but they do need them now. 10 seconds is all that's left in the state championship.
Here we go. Jake Nelson puts it in for Austin Pacceli. Rodney is fouled right away by Dennis Shilkin. 8.7 seconds left. It is Austin Pacceli 68. Minneapolis De La Salle 62. That is the second personal on Shilkin. Meanwhile, with a whole pocket full of points, Steve Rogney will go to the free throw line. He has 29 at the moment. 1-on-1 with 8.7 seconds to go. 68-62. Austin Pacceli leads. Last seconds of the game. The three-pointer is no good for Adrian. The Austin Pacceli Shamrocks, the smallest student body in the whole business, have won the 1992 Class A Boys State High School basketball tournament. I wish you could see Jake Nelson, who cannot believe it, walking up and down. The Pacceli Shamrocks are the state champions of Class A basketball. It winds up Pacceli 68, De La Salle 62. Nelson is sitting down and he can't get up. He's so happy.
That's like getting a car repair bill. That's how you're sitting down, Jake Nelson, so happy and surprised that you're winning this game, and just saying, hey, I want to savor this victory. Get away from me, guys.
He can't believe it. He went over to his dad, Terry Nelson, the athletic director and principal, who's broadcasting on press row right here. He walked right over him and gave him a big hug.
The Austin Pacceli Shamrocks came into this tournament with 11 losses and only 16 wins. They come out of it with 11 losses and 19 wins. And the 19th is the biggest of all. Austin Pacceli 68, Minneapolis De La Salle 62. The Class A champs are the Pacceli Shamrocks. We'll have the announcements in just a moment. Austin Pacceli fans, there will be a welcome home tonight at 8 o'clock in the Pacceli Gym. A caravan to form at Lansing Corners. Caravan to form at Lansing Corners for a welcome home celebration tonight at 8 o'clock in the gym at Pacceli High School. That is tonight down in Austin. 68-62. The Austin Pacceli Shamrocks take the most losses to the championship hardware in modern history, and they don't care.
Yeah,
they got the hardware.
And it's party time Pacceli style.
Let's go now to public address announcer Dick Stanford and hand out the goodies. First of all, the runner-up medals to the De La Salle Islanders.
John Mulcahy. Robert Mestas. Mike Tabor. Mark Schiller. Ricardo Jones. Chris Culhane. Dennis Shogun. Lamar Westbury. Ramondo Presley. Nick Johnson. Ade Agundiade. Darren Gearing. Robert French. Adrian Patterson. And now that the captains of the De La Salle team please come forward to receive the Class A second place trophy. De La Salle, second place, Class A boys basketball, 1992. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the announcement of the Class A boys basketball all-tournament team. The 10 students named to the First Banks all-tournament team have distinguished themselves during the Boys State basketball tournament by their athletic excellence, leadership, team commitment, and exceptional sportsmanship. Recipients of the award were selected by a vote of sports writers and sportscasters covering the Boys State basketball tournament. And ballots included the names of all students competing in the tournament. Presenting for the trophies for the First Banks All-Tournament Team Award at center court is Chris St. Martin, President, First Bank Plymouth, and Bob Little, President of First Bank West Bloomington. And now, the 1992 Class A Boys Basketball All-Tournament Team. Forward from Laquaparle, Bobby Beck. Guard from Clearbrook Convict, Jeff Brunsberg. Forward from Minnewaska area, Ryan Shea. Forward from Gibbon Fairfax Winthrop, Stephen Gillis.
Thank you.
Guard from Chisholm, Dave Laco. Forward from Rocori Cold Spring, Dan McMahon. Guard and forward from De La Salle, Adrian Patterson.
Center from De La Salle, Darren Deering. Guard from Austin Pacceli, Steve Rockney. Forward from Austin Pacceli, Jacob Nelson. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1992 First Banks All-Tournament team. And please join First Banks and the Minnesota State High School League in congratulating these athletes and all of the students who participated in this year's Boys State Basketball Tournament. The 1992 Class A Boys Basketball champion is Austin Pacceli. At this time, the presentation of the gold medals. Aaron Biederman. Mike Van Hefty. Tom Huffman. Jacob Nelson. Dan Delgado. John Johnson. Matt Waleski. Steve Rockney. Chris Merritt. Matt Johnson. Rob Gary. Rob Grant. Rick Nuss. And Tony Rowe. Student manager Sean McAllister. And now the captains, please come forward to receive the state championship trophy for 1992 Class A boys basketball. The award ceremony is now concluded, and we thank you for your attention, ladies and gentlemen. We look forward to seeing you back here this evening at 7:05 for Class AA.
Well, we thank you too, Dick Stanford, and there they are. Championship t-shirts came out of the box very recently. That box may have been opened and closed once or twice late in the game, I'll guarantee you that. But they've got it now. The final score, Austin Pacceli 68, Minneapolis De La Salle 62, the 1992 Minnesota Class A boys basketball champs right there. The Shamrocks from Austin Pacceli. Stay with us. This is 1992 continuing coverage of the Boys State High School basketball tournament, and we'll be right back.
Sometimes I dream that he is me. You got to see that's how I dream to be. I dream I move. I dream I groove.
Like Mike. If I could be like Mike. I'm gonna be like Mike. If I could be like Mike. Be like Mike. If I could be like Mike.
What is it, Maggie?
Remember when I told you Toyota's having their spring sales event?
Yes.
People better hurry. It's almost over.
Toyota's Spring Drive sales event is still going strong, but it ends soon. Time is running out on huge factory-to-dealer incentives. There's still big option package savings up to $1,500 on Celica. Your Toyota dealer has what it takes to help you buy or lease the Toyota that's right for you.
Listen to Maggie. Sales event ends April 2nd.
Who's going to give you a light-hearted chicken sandwich that weighs in at around 300 calories? Dairy Queen. Give you chicken the right way. Chicken the light way. Now just $2.19. A perfectly grilled, skinless, boneless filet of chicken. Highlighted with delightful reduced-calorie mayonnaise, tomato, and lettuce. Chicken the light way. Get it now for just $2.19. We treat you right. Dairy Queen.
Contact herbicides only work for one day, the day you spray. But weeds can come back, so check out Banvel, the only post-emerge, no atrazine alternative that works from day one. Spray it at spike for residual control of the toughest broadleaves all the way to canopy, with no second flushes. So don't settle for one-day control. Get control from day one with Banvel.
Wow, this one's over. It's Austin Pacceli 68, Minneapolis De La Salle 62. The Class A championship goes to those pesky Shamrocks from Austin Pacceli, who looked like the snooze alarm had not hit in the first 2 minutes of this ball game, Billy and Janet. But brother, the alarm clock went off in big style, and they got cranking after that.
Well, you know what they say. Let sleeping dogs lie. And we woke up a big bad sleeping dog tonight in Austin Pacceli Shamrocks, and Class A action's been unbelievably exciting this year. I shouldn't say unbelievably, but two major upsets, and boys and girls.
They took care of Lucky Parle first, then Minnewaska, and De La Salle, everyone thought would be the winner today. And De La Salle really rallied hard and came back to within 2 points, but just couldn't get over the hump. And Austin Pacceli, a lot of poise down the stretch.
We were calling 2 or 3 names repeatedly all day long, and one of them we will call now for the final time, because this is our player of the game. He wears number 34 for the Pacceli Shamrocks. His name is Steve Rockney.
Well, he did everything but broadcast the game and sell popcorn tonight. Not only offensively, but he did a great job on defense, came up with some big baskets and some big steals.
He also handled the ball during those pressure situations when De La Salle was really coming at him. Great job by Rockney.
11 of 14 from the field, 3 of 5 from the line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. That's a reasonable day's work for young student athlete. Steve Rockney is our American Dairy Association Player of the Game, brought to you by Minnesota's dairy farmers, who remind you milk, it does a body good. The Austin Pacceli Shamrocks, our championship team in Class A today. Let's take a look at our TCF Bank play of the game. This indicates how things are going for the Shamrocks, or not going for the Islanders.
Yes, just great teamwork that time. Great penetration and great passing by the Shamrocks. Team play gets it done at all levels.
And Jake Nelson ended also a great day, 22 points for him. So it was Nelson and Rockney teaming up to bring that state championship back to Pacceli.
That's our play of the game, brought to you by TCF, the bank with more than 350 automated teller machines. Well, sir, that turned out to be a very entertaining ball game, and Austin Pacceli has the Class A hardware. Let's go over now to Jim Gilliland.
Well, thank you, Doug and Billy and Janet. Gary Erlandson has joined me. He's kind of shaking his head. It's kind of one of those moments that doesn't need description, but you as the coach, you got to do it. And you were saying great bunch of kids. I know you're very proud.
Oh, this is a great bunch of kids to work with. It's a dream that they started with before I got a hold of them, but it's just been something we've built on and never said that we were done. And even today, they said, it's a ball game, Coach. Just relax. And we'll go out and play and see what happens. And they went out and played awfully hard, I thought.
Now, you've said before, I know, that when it was 5 and 9, kind of tired of this question, but gee, I mean, how can a team go from subpar to state champion? It's going to have people asking that question in Austin for years, I would think.
Well, I think the easiest way to try to answer that question is that it came from within the kids. The kids made up their mind with a little bit of push, but they made up their mind that they wanted to finish things. We were having trouble finishing ball games at the beginning of the year, and they just made up their minds that we're going to play hard enough so that we finish the ball game and we don't have to come couple points short at them because they're all tight ball games, and with the exception of one, and they just kept working at it.
The way that Rogney throws his body around, I would think it took him 14 games to maybe get his basketball legs. But I just want to ask you one thing. Jacob Nelson said before the game we had a chance to visit with him, and he said, we just hope we don't get blown out. He was playing a little possum there. It was a good situation for your team. People were touting De La Salle highly.
Oh, yes. De La Salle, first of all, has an excellent basketball team, and they've played well all year long. They play a completely different style than we play. They play a much quicker game than we try to play. And so it doesn't look like there's equality out there on paper, at least. But you can't measure the heart inside the kid, and that's what won out today, I think.
And that's one of the tremendous things about sports, particularly high school sports. You got to play the game. Nothing matters what's written or said, only between the lines for those 32 minutes. Thanks, Gary Erlandson. Congratulations again on being state champ.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Okay, back to Doug.
All right, that's it for now. It's Austin Pacceli, the Class A state champion, 68-62 over De La Salle. We'll be right back with more from State Tournament 92.
At Burger King, we don't serve billions, we serve individuals.
This individual sometimes wants a really good deli sandwich.
Great idea. At Burger King?
Tell us, what do you say?
Roast beef, hot, real hot.
Maybe not. How about turkey, tender and juicy?
Mix it up.
Hot ham and cheese, please!
With 4 new deli sandwiches, there's no right way, no wrong way. Just your way, right away.
And make it snappy to go!
Your way, right away, at Burger King now.
Why do you get a great cut at Great Clips?
It's my reputation on the line.
At Great Clips, you get salon quality style without the salon price.
You're going to get the best haircut possible.
Our specially trained stylists make the difference.
We guarantee it.
Need a little excitement in your life?
Hey! Hey!
Come in and play the instant win game during Great Clips' 10th anniversary.
Yes, 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 your style.
At Menards, you'll find many ways to improve your kitchen. All Peerless kitchen faucets are on sale now. They're easy to install and feature a lifetime limited warranty. This chrome single-handle faucet is just $36.99. And replace your old kitchen sink with a new Banner stainless steel sink. They won't chip, crack, or stain. This 7-inch deep sink is now just $49.99. Improve your kitchen and save at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
68-62, Austin Pacceli will take home the hardware and a record of 20 wins and 11 losses. The most losses by a team, we were looking it up just for the heck of it, to ever win championship hardware, at least since we started getting numbers back in 1947, was 10 prior to this one. That was by Bird Island Lake Lillian in the Class A championship game in 1981. I was talking to Barry Wohlers, who was on that team at halftime of this one, and I said, any comparisons? He said, how did they lose 11 games? I can't see how they did. Because they're good, and they were indeed. Austin Pacceli Shamrocks are champions. Well, tonight we will be back in the Civic Center, and it's AA hardware time as we will get into the third place in championship games. Here's how it shakes up as Anoka will meet Cretin-Derham Hall in the championship game tonight. That'll be at 9 o'clock. How do you two shape up that one? That's a bunch of basketball talent in that ball game.
It certainly is. And you thought this was a great game. Join us on KMSP Receptive Channel 9 tonight because it's going to be another thrilling game.
I think so. Also, Cretin-Derham Hall obviously trying to defend that championship title, but Anoka has really surprised people all along this year with their great talent, and I think they could definitely be up for the state championship as well.
So tonight we will be back with you at 7 o'clock. It'll be Duluth Central and Moorhead for the third place game, and then that championship game later on. A few final thoughts now from Perry Williams and Jim Gilliland.
Well, I don't know. I think that if you saw the Shamrocks playing Thursday night, and we actually were looking against the Lac-Qui-Parle Valley in that contest, but Austin Pacceli did his hustle, and that was so indicative. They kept that momentum and aggressive play throughout the tournament, and it paid off. And after winner De La Salle and Ricori, their big game, both came on flat. Ricori rallied for a third-place finish. De La Salle could not do so. Pacceli just wouldn't let him back into the game.
I remember asking you, because I was over at AA the first day, what about Pacceli? How are they doing it? You said, well, they're on the floor, they're scrapping, they're competing for everything. And that really has to be the way you start to turn things around when you start so poorly. And I think it's one of the great stories. Well, it is maybe the best story in all the annals of the state tournament because they had the most losses and came back to win the state championship. The afternoon belongs to Pacceli.
And not only that, they also had the smallest team in the tournament. There are only 90 students in that school. So congratulations to the Shamrocks, champions of Class A. Let's go back to Doug.
Well, the leastest with the bestest, then, if you want to call it. The smallest school, the smallest height, whatever, the most wins, or the least margin in wins and losses. But any way you add it up, it's a championship for the Austin Pacceli Shamrocks in Class A. Tonight, back at 7 o'clock, we'll get into the AA hardware, the third place game between Duluth Central and Moorhead. And then Billy and I will be back at 9 o'clock or so with the Anoka Tornadoes and the Cretan-Durham Hall Raiders with a AA championship game. So it's another full night of basketball as March Madness continues. Hope you'll be with us. For now, this is Doug McLeod saying so long from the St. Paul Civic Center.
The 1992 Minnesota State High School Boys Basketball Tournament has been brought to you by TCF Bank. Banking the way you want it. By Menards, helping families build America's heartland for 32 years. Save big money at Menards. By the American Dairy Association, on behalf of Minnesota's dairy farmers, who remind you, milk does a body good. By beef producers throughout the Minnesota Beef Council. By the Farm Bureau family of financial planning services, where belonging makes a difference. By Vanville, from Sandoz Crop Protection, control from day one. Minnesota Blue Flame Gas Association and your local root dealers. Burger King, your way, right away. We don't serve billions, we serve individuals. By Gatorade, it's all you're thirsting for. And by DuPont, the post-program picky people pick.
Did I forget to invite you to the pool party? Well, maybe next year.
On those occasions when you need to make a big splash, there's the Super Soaker 100. It has a powerful air pressure system,
Oh, Buffy!
a range of up to 60 feet, and a drenching spray. The Super Soaker 100.
It's a water gun of a higher caliber.
Also the 50, or the ultimate, the 200.
Have you ever been in this situation? Or maybe this? It all comes down to communication. Either it works or it doesn't. KMSP TV and Subway Sandwiches and Salads want you to show us how to work it out in the gut.